Hi guys! Hello everyone and welcome back to another planty video. So today I am wanting to talk all about neem oil. I was prompted for this because if any of you have watched my video from a few weeks ago, now it was just before Christmas, I was going away and the day before I was watering all my plants, making sure they're going to be okay because I was gone for 2 weeks. And I found loads of thrips, which was brilliant. And I didn't have any Provonto, which is my go-to sort of chemical pesticide. It wipes pests out like that. Didn't have any in, and obviously I didn't have enough time to go get any. So I went back to the good old neem oil, and it kind of prompted me to do this video. So in this video, I want to talk to you about what neem oil is, what it actually does, and how it sort of prevents and kills pests and other uses you can use it for. And I'm going to put my opinion forward because I've used it a lot throughout the years, so I really want to put my opinion forward. If you want to try it, I would 100% recommend. Obviously, everybody's entitled to their own opinions. This is just my experience from how I have used it. So what is neem oil? Neem oil is a oil, obviously. It is actually pressed from the seeds and fruits of the neem tree. So what is neem oil used for and what does it do? So neem oil within the plant community, I know there are lots of other uses for it, but today obviously we're just talking about neem oil used for like houseplant care, plant care in general. So when it comes to plant care, it is often used as a pesticide, which is how I ended up using it. And what it does, it is more of a preventative, I have found, but you can use it as a pesticide as well. It will get rid of them, sometimes not as effectively as like a chemical fertilizer, but it is good if you are thorough with it. So what neem oil does, when you have it on a leaf, obviously the pests will be biting into the leaves and the neem oil will go into their digestive system. And it completely messes with their digestive system and their hormones, and this makes it incredibly hard to feed and also to produce eggs. So what it will do, it won't kill them sort of instantly, almost like a chemical fertilizer will. It's more of a longer process, which is why people recommend to be thorough if you want to use this. It is a great natural alternative. Obviously a lot of people don't want to use chemicals, which I completely understand. I try and use any natural pesticides before I go on to the hardcore chemical pesticides, and that's kind of as a last resort, or if the infestation is so bad I will go to a chemical pesticide. But neem oil is a really good alternative, natural alternative. So obviously it won't kill the insects straight away. This is also why I think it is a very good preventative opposed to a kind of like a treatment. For me, I use neem oil on my plants every few months. I will go around and when I clean my leaves, I will do it with a neem oil, sort of a neem oil solution. And one thing neem oil is really good at is making your leaves super shiny as well, so that's a perk. But I do this because obviously pests, they come in as if from nowhere. I'm sure if you've had pests on your houseplants, you are so baffled, especially if you've not brought like a plant in from elsewhere. If you've not brought any into your home, they do feel as if they come from nowhere. So for me, I find that it's really good as a preventative when you're cleaning your leaves down to use it, because then you'll have that layer of neem oil on top of your leaves. And if any pests do sort of get onto your plants, that will be a preventative, because it might be that you get one on there and it will just kill that one straight away, whereas usually if you don't treat your houseplants to prevent pests, obviously one will get on there and it will just multiply and it will get out of control if you don't catch it fast enough. So that is why I use it as more of a preventative opposed to a sort of a treatment. I do use it as a treatment. Recently I used it and it worked really well. As I said at the beginning of this video, over Christmas I went away for 2 weeks and I was really worried about my plants. There is a video, so I will put a card up for that, but I left them for 2 weeks and the day before I was going, I went around and watered all the ones that obviously needed watering, made sure they were all okay, and I found a lot of thrips. A lot. Pretty much throughout my whole collection downstairs, which is probably about 40 plants, if not more. And all I had was neem oil to hand. There wasn't any that I could get on Amazon, or there wasn't any in my B&Q, which is like a hardware store. There wasn't any sort of chemical pesticide that I could use just to wipe out, because obviously I was going away for 2 weeks. I did have neem oil in the cupboard, so what I did was I mixed a really stronger solution of that and I sprayed down all of my plants downstairs and all of my ones upstairs, because I just thought, just in case, you know, it will help. I came back and I was expecting it to have not really done much, but actually I've been home 3 weeks now and not seen a single thrip. So I'm pleased with that. I do need to keep an eye on it. I am continuing to rinse down the leaves whenever I water my plants, just to be safe, because you never know. There's always that one that just comes from nowhere, hiding somewhere. So better be safe than sorry. Okay, so how to use neem oil. I wing it. With measurements, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a guess of sort of how I measure. I mix my own up. You can buy them in store, but I would recommend mixing your own up if you want to be a bit more money conscious, because the ones in store have the tiniest amount of neem oil in and you're spending the same amount for like a big bottle of neem oil. So that's what I do. I buy a big bottle and mix mine up. It will last you a lot longer. So how I mix mine up, I start with warm water in, say, a pint glass. I do have a spray bottle for all mine, so that's probably about a pint. I will fill that up and then I will make sure to add probably about 1 centimetre worth of neem oil to coat the whole of the top. Obviously the oil will float to the top when you add it into the water. It's not a precise mixture. Make sure you don't put too much in, but just kind of wing it and you should be fine. But I would say in a pint glass, about 1 centimetre worth of neem oil on the top of the water will be more than enough. And then I just add dish soap and add probably about 2 teaspoons worth in, and I mix it up. I do warm water because it helps the oil to mix in with the water, and it's the same with the dish soap. The dish soap will be helping the neem oil to mix in, because obviously water and oil don't mix, as we all know. And I will then use that to spray down all my leaves. I would recommend shaking every time you go to spray the neem oil, because it will start to separate a little bit. And then once you're finished with it, if you've got any left over, just leave it in your spray bottle, or if you put it in like a masonry jar, put the lid on, you can reuse it. There's no point in throwing it away. That solution will last you ages. Just keep it on hand. And when I'm using it as a plant cleaner, I will put it in a jar and just get a microfiber cloth, dip that in and just wipe the leaves down. As I said, as a leaf cleaner, I find that really effective. I'd really recommend. It is a natural way to get shiny leaves if you like that look, and it also is a preventative just in case. I was slacking a little bit with mine, and I think that's why I got thrips. But I haven't had thrips in about a year, which I was really pleased about, which is probably why I started slacking with the neem oil, and I really wish I didn't. So I'd really recommend every few months to clean your leaves with neem oil, because it really does help in my experience. Okay, so I think that is all for this video. I hope you have all found it helpful in some way. Let me know in the comments down below if you've tried neem oil, what you think of it. I know a lot of people don't think it's worth the hassle. Let me know, and if you are wanting to try it out, also let me know what your experience is with it. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you want to see more planty content from me, and follow my planty Instagram for more behind the scenes and more daily plant content from me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.